The faint aroma of green tea drifts through the small apartment as sunlight filters gently through the paper shoji screens, casting delicate geometric shadows across the polished wooden floor. The morning light feels almost tender as it settles into the room, touching the edges of low wooden tables and woven tatami mats with a warm golden softness. A quiet hum of city life trickles in from the streets below, bicycles rolling over pavement, a distant vendor calling out, but inside, everything feels deliberate, serene, almost sacred, as though time itself slows the moment you step across the threshold. In Japan, homes are not just places to live, they are living expressions of a mindset, a philosophy of care, intention, and simplicity shaped by generations. And yet, even here, in a country known for graceful order, the modern world brings clutter, haste, noise, and distraction. Still, Japanese homes somehow maintain an elegance, an unspoken order that makes mess almost invisible. This isn't magic. It isn't luck. It is the quiet power of a lifestyle built around small, consistent rituals, subtle habits, tiny decisions, and mindful choices that, over time, create a home that feels tidy, calm, and deeply inviting. It begins at the entrance. The Genkan is never an afterthought. It is a threshold between worlds. Shoes are never left scattered. The space is kept immaculate, as though it is guarding the peace inside. Each pair is lined neatly along the raised edge of the polished floor. The soles turned outward with intention, ready to welcome both guests and residents into a different state of mind. Slipping off shoes becomes a ritual rather than a chore. A moment of pause, a gentle signal to your mind that the chaos of the outside world will not follow you indoors. Imagine stepping in from the gravel-strewn streets, your footsteps fading as you cross onto the smooth wooden floor, where the faint scent of hinoki wood rises to meet you. The space seems to exhale, inviting you into its calm. The floor gleams softly beneath your bare feet, cool at first, then comforting. This small boundary, this quiet act of transition, immediately frames the home as a space of care, a place where order begins naturally before a single word is spoken. Once inside, the kitchen reveals another layer of Japanese ingenuity, a space where simplicity is not emptiness but efficiency in its purest form. Counters remain uncluttered, not because nothing is used, but because everything is used with intention. Utensils rest in their designated spots, their alignment almost artistic, and every surface reflects light like a promise that order will always return. The secret lies not in dramatic cleaning sessions but in small, consistent practices woven seamlessly into daily life. A cutting board is rinsed and wiped immediately after slicing vegetables. A towel is folded and returned to its hook without thought. The knife is cleaned the moment it leaves your hand. Dishes rarely linger in the sink long enough to become an annoyance. Instead of letting mess accumulate, it is dissolved in the rhythm of the moment. You can almost hear the gentle swish of a cloth gliding across a countertop, the soft clink of ceramic returning to its shelf, the quiet satisfaction of seeing the kitchen restored to calm after the brief storm of preparing a meal. These micro-habits are the invisible architecture of a tidy home. And then there is storage, a subtle art form in itself. Minimalism in Japan is not about depriving oneself or stripping life down to cold simplicity. It is about arranging what remains in ways that are intuitive and harmonious. Cabinets and drawers are divided with precision, compartments carved out for every item so nothing feels lost or misplaced. Even the smallest spaces seem to expand when organized with intention. The principle of kanso, the beauty of simplicity and elimination of clutter, seeps into every corner. Spices are grouped by how often they're used. Bowls are stacked in a way that feels like choreography. A spare set of chopsticks is placed exactly where the hand will naturally reach. A teaspoon of soy sauce sits precisely where the motion of cooking demands it, while infrequently used tools retreat into quiet drawers. This arrangement gives daily life a rhythm. Everything moves where it should. Everything returns to where it belongs. The eye is never jarred by visual noise, and the mind remains unburdened. But a kitchen is not the only place where these quiet habits shape the environment. The bedroom, perhaps the most personal sanctuary, is transformed each day through the simple act of rotation and renewal. Futons are folded and stored away each morning, not merely to create space, but to reset the emotional atmosphere of the room. The process feels almost meditative, smoothing the fabric, aligning the edges, folding layer upon layer until the bedding becomes a compact, tidy bundle. This daily ritual turns the room from a place of sleep into a space ready for creativity, work, or rest. Clothing is stored vertically in drawers, an ingenious method that keeps each piece visible and accessible. The drawer opens like a window into a miniature world of order. Each shirt, each pair of socks, standing upright in calm formation. Colors flow smoothly. Textures sit side by side without chaos. This simple technique prevents the common habit of piling clothes into mountains that hide forgotten items and create disorder. Instead, it makes dressing effortless and keeps clutter from ever taking root. The bathroom continues this quiet tradition of subtle discipline. Toiletries have defined places often placed in transparent containers that reveal exactly what remains, preventing waste and overbuying. After each shower, bottles are wiped, towels are hung neatly, and water is dried from the floor, creating an environment that is always ready for use. These tiny actions might seem insignificant when viewed individually, but collectively, they create a space that feels fresh, intentional, and almost spa-like. A shower becomes more than washing. It becomes a ritual of renewal. The tiles gleam, the mirrors stay clear, the air carries the faint scent of citrus or hinoki soap. Each object, from the toothbrush to the bath mat, returns to its place with quiet dignity. And then there is a practice deeply embedded in Japanese homes, the art of one in, one out. Purchases are never impulsive. A new mug, a new towel, a new utensil. Each arrival prompts a gentle evaluation of what must leave. This habit prevents accumulation before it has a chance to begin. Every object in the home earns its place. Nothing lingers without purpose. The home breathes, expanding and contracting with the rhythm of intentional living. Daily routines continue into cleaning rituals, so subtle they barely register as chores. A small broom left in a corner is used throughout the day, not saved for weekends. A cloth glides across a table as naturally as one would reach for a cup of tea. Dirt is addressed before it becomes visible. Crumbs never sit long enough to be noticed. In the early morning, you might picture a resident moving quietly through the home, sweeping with movements so fluid they resemble a dance. The soft sound of bristles, the faint smell of polished wood, the almost sacred stillness of dawn cleaning, becomes an act of respect, both for the home and for oneself. Even waste management plays a role in this seamless order. Trash is carefully divided into burnable, non-burnable, recyclables, and organic materials. Each category has its own container, tucked thoughtfully into spaces that remain unobtrusive yet accessible. Disposal follows a schedule as predictable as the rising sun, preventing overflow, preventing odor, preventing stress. Taking out the trash becomes part of the home's quiet heartbeat, a routine that connects the household to the flow of the surrounding community. Another layer of harmony appears through seasonal rotation. Personal items shift as the year changes. Heavy winter coats retreat into storage during the heat of summer. Scarves, gloves, thick blankets disappear until the air grows crisp again. Books, ornaments, and keepsakes are displayed sparingly, chosen with intention, often rotated to keep the room feeling alive yet uncluttered. Nothing is static. Nothing overstays its welcome. The essential is allowed to breathe, while anything unnecessary steps aside. Sightlines remain open. Surfaces remain calm. The home becomes a place where the mind can rest, where the eyes can settle, where the breath can slow. Japanese design itself facilitates tidiness in ways that feel effortless, almost instinctual, as though the architecture itself is nudging you toward calm. Low furniture keeps sightlines open, making the room feel spacious even when the square footage is small. Multi-purpose spaces shift identities depending on the time of day. A tea table that quietly hides storage drawers beneath its smooth surface. A sliding screen that transforms a play area into a serene living space. A fold-away mat that turns an empty corner into a cozy reading spot. Every element works double duty without ever feeling busy or overwhelming. Even lighting plays a quiet but powerful role. Soft, ambient illumination filters through fabrics and wooden slats, highlighting order while letting shadows sculpt gentle lines along the floor. The interplay of light and wood encourages a natural perception of openness, calm, and intention. In this kind of environment, tidy habits feel organic rather than forced. The design collaborates with you, guiding your behavior without you realizing it. But beyond the physical space, there is a psychological rhythm woven into Japanese living that sustains tidiness day after day. Objects are not regarded as disposable conveniences. They are seen as companions that support daily life, deserving of gratitude and care. A cup isn't just a cup, it's a vessel that warms the hand each morning. A broom is not simply a tool, it's a partner that maintains peace in the space. Returning items to their rightful place is not an obligation. It's a way of honoring the role they play. Children grow up learning these values naturally, participating in small rituals of cleaning and tidying, not as chores, but as rhythms of life. A family might gather for a quick 5-minute cleanup before dinner, each person taking responsibility for their own corner. The communal approach prevents friction and ensures that tidiness becomes a shared language across generations. Even meals reflect these principles. A bento box, carefully arranged, encourages portion control, balance, and a certain quiet respect for food. Ingredients sit in graceful harmony. Vegetables tucked neatly beside proteins, grains, nestled in their own compartments, colors arranged with care. Utensils are aligned before eating, plates are wiped clean before being carried away, and leftovers are portioned thoughtfully to minimize waste. Dining becomes a mindful act, a moment of gratitude, calm, and attentiveness, rather than a rushed blur that leaves behind chaos. This meticulousness, this quiet elegance, echoes across every corner of life. From the smallest spice jar to the largest shelf, the mindset remains consistent, calm, deliberate, unhurried, and respectful. The smallest touches reveal the Japanese mastery over mess. A single ceramic vase holding a carefully chosen seasonal flower, a hand towel folded with precision, a shallow tray near the doorway that corrals keys, coins, and small everyday items into one intentional space. These tiny anchors give the eye a place to land and prevent clutter from spreading. Even the layout of furniture is thoughtful, neither too sparse nor too crowded, with pathways that guide the body smoothly and sightlines that encourage mental clarity. Walking through such a home feels like drifting through a space designed to support you rather than demand your attention. The home breathes with you, not against you. Seasonal cleaning, or osoji, expands this philosophy into a grand annual ritual. As the year draws to a close, homes undergo a deep, purposeful cleansing. Windows are flung open to let in fresh winter air. Floors are scrubbed until they shine. Shelves are wiped, closets cleared, and forgotten corners given new life. It is not merely a cleaning spree, it is a spiritual refresh, a symbolic sweeping away of the old to welcome the new. Dust, clutter, and stagnant energy are released, leaving behind clarity, openness, and a sense of renewed possibility. It is as much about resetting the mind as rejuvenating the home. Even technology is approached with this same sense of mindfulness. Appliances are chosen carefully and stored neatly. Cords are hidden behind panels, or wrapped with thoughtful precision so as not to disturb the visual calm. Digital life receives the same care. Receipts are scanned and archived. Phone screens are kept organized. Calendars and schedules are maintained with quiet discipline. The internal world mirrors the external one. The digital echoes the physical. Both spaces align to create an overarching sense of order. When you look closely, it becomes clear that the Japanese approach to tidiness is not just a set of techniques, it is a philosophy, a way of moving through the world with intention. Mess is not attacked in frantic bursts, but prevented gently, naturally, through small daily rituals. Every gesture contributes to a home that remains inviting and peaceful. With time, these habits accumulate like soft layers of calm settling over the space, transforming the home into a sanctuary aligned with the rhythm of life itself. You can almost imagine stepping into such a space. The soft gleam of polished wood beneath your feet, the faint fragrance of tea leaves or incense lingering in the air, sunlight gently painting patterns across the floor through a sheer curtain. There is no sense of perfection or rigidity, only balance. The environment doesn't feel staged. It feels lived in, but lived in with care. The quiet discipline embedded in each corner, the way objects seem to rest where they belong, the harmony between materials and light, all of it creates a serenity that transcends mere decoration. Living this way does not demand flawlessness. It asks only attention, consistency, and a willingness to engage with your environment. Each day, a folded futon, a wiped countertop, a neatly stored utensil becomes part of a larger narrative. Your home ceases to be a passive backdrop and becomes a participant shaping your mood, your habits, your thoughts. Over time, these practices transform the space and, almost unexpectedly, transform you. By adopting these principles, any home, large or small, modern or traditional, can shift. The clutter that once felt overwhelming begins to dissolve as intention replaces randomness. The floor breathes again. The counters gleam as though rediscovering their purpose. The mind, once scattered by visual noise, finds new clarity. These Japanese habits are not merely about cleanliness. They are about cultivating a life where your space supports your peace, where your home reflects your care, and where calm replaces chaos through simple, deliberate choices. And in the quiet of evening, as you slide a door shut or dim a warm lamp, there is a subtle sense of completion, a peaceful reward that comes from a day lived with mindful intention. The air feels fresher, the room feels lighter, the home feels alive, yet calm, softened by shadows and scented with clean linen or wood. This is the gentle victory of everyday care. So take a moment now. Look around your own space. Notice what small habits you can introduce. A neatly folded blanket, a cleared surface, a designated spot for everyday items. Begin with one act, then another. Let the rhythm build. Your home will shift, then breathe, then welcome you more deeply. And like the homes tucked along Kyoto's narrow alleys or hidden in Tokyo's quiet high-rise corners, your space can become a sanctuary, cultivated through intention rather than effort. The power of a tidy home is subtle but transformative. It is not about performing perfection, it is about creating an environment where clarity, calm, and presence can thrive. Each deliberate gesture adds to this story. Each small action becomes a thread woven into the fabric of a home that supports you, calms you, and reflects care back onto your daily life. If this journey through Japanese tidiness has inspired you, imagine trying just one or two of these habits today. Fold, wipe, arrange, rotate. Let each act become part of a broader transformation. And if you're ready to explore more life-changing habits from cultures around the world, make sure to subscribe and join us as we continue discovering the subtle practices that turn everyday living into something extraordinary. Because a home is not just a place to live, it is a living canvas for calm, clarity, and creativity.